So former RBA player Enes Kanter, who legally changed his name from Enes Kanter to Enes Freedom. Now, I don't know why in the hell he would change his name to Enes Freedom when we're clearly not free at all. I mean, we are literally still slaves. What did Kanye West say that we were? He said that we are the new slaves. We are now slaving for the corporations, working a 9-to-5 job, punching the clock. Gotta punch that alarm clock and go to work when they tell us to. We go on break when they tell us to. We get off of work and clock out when they tell us to. And by the time we get home, ladies and gentlemen, now we have to take care of other responsibilities, bills. We don't have enough time for ourselves. But former RBA player Enes Freedom states that LeBron James is the Adolf Hitler of the RBA. But here's what Enes Kanter had to say. He says, quote, "No other player wants to go play with LeBron. When I see a dictator, I know it. LeBron is literally like the dictator of the RBA. He controls the media. He controls his narrative. If you go against his agenda, you get traded. Everybody knows it." Meaning that every single player that has played throughout the RBA knows it. And when he speaks about the agenda going against his agenda, he's talking about the LBJTQ agenda, which is the same agenda that Dwayne Wade is a part of. See, Dwayne Wade is open about it. He's going to start his own nail line with his son/daughter, Isaiah Wade. LeBron James isn't going to start a nail line, no, but he is going to start a panty line, allegedly, and he's going to name it the La Cheeks. Bronny James is just like Zaya Wade behind closed doors. LeBron James has so much power throughout the RBA. He was able to utilize his power to have his son, LeBron James Jr., aka Young Bum, drafted to the RBA and was taken with the 50th pick, considering he's the worst player in USC Trojan history. LeBron James is nothing more than a bootlicker. LeBron James is really the commissioner of the RBA. He's the governor of the Lakers. He's in control of the Lakers' decision making. LeBron James has had multiple coaches fired. LeBron James' entire career was manufactured and scripted. LeBron James, his entire career is like watching Django Unchained. I can hear LeBron James now talking to the slaves. "Why you want to leave? It's perks to being a slave. They feed me. They clothe me. Yes, sir, Master Boss." LeBron James is a dictator, and he's having you removed from the league if you fail to follow his commands. If you do not do what LeBron James tells you to do, LeBron James will have you traded. LeBron James controls the media. Enes Kanter, aka Enes Freedom, which is so ironic that his last name is now Freedom, and LeBron James can resonate with that, with the name Freedom, because he's free to do whatever he wants in the RBA. But he's also dumb. Get it? Free dumb. LeBron James is free and dumb. His shoes should be free, but they look dumb. When Delonte West slept with his mother, Gloria James, he slept with her for free, and LeBron James looked dumb. Gloria James looked dumb. Y'all get my point, don't you? But LeBron James has been given unlimited power and the freedom to do whatever he chooses. LeBron James has already been carried. The league has already been rigged in his favor to win 4 RBA regular season MVPs. LeBron James was carried to the 2007 RBA Finals, and the league has cheated for him and has gift wrapped him multiple championships. He's been carried and had a cakewalk to 10 straight RBA Finals. They cheated for him. They created the play-in tournament for LeBron James. LeBron James was able to win a Mickey Mouse RBA championship, a bubble ring. Adolf Hitler exterminated people. LeBron James, he sacrificed people. He blood sacrificed Kobe Bean Bryant, allegedly. When LeBron James goes to sleep at night, he prayed to the LBGTQ gods. And that's why LeBron James is so emotional. That's why he has the behavior of a female, of a woman, of a toddler who throws temper tantrums when he doesn't get his way, whenever a foul call doesn't go in his favor. He could get tapped on the wrist, he can get pinched, and he's going to flop. He's soft. That's why he likes getting Diddy down at the Diddy parties. Meek Mill once said, "Get up." And LeBron James hasn't got up since. Him and Diddy were laying down alongside each other at the Diddy parties. But LeBron James would get rid of you. He'll have you traded by the RBA trade deadline. And LeBron James know if he can funnel money through the media, they'll pay him in a positive light. And he'll get nothing but positive coverage. And he'll be viewed as a media darling. But LeBron James is pure evil. See, Harriet Tubman once stated that she freed 1,000 slaves. And she could have freed 1,000 more had they knew that they were slaves. But LeBron James is the type of person, he's nothing like Harriet Tubman. LeBron James is the type to convince the slaves to turn around and go back to the plantation. See, LeBron James, he wouldn't have freed 1,000 slaves. He would have reported 1,000 slaves. He would have snitched, and they would have been getting their foot chopped off like Kanter. LeBron James is a corporate slave. He's a slave for Nike. Nike pays him to push an agenda, a satanic agenda, allegedly. LeBron James is 6'8", 250-pound pure steroids, allegedly. But LeBron James, he's a puppet. They pay him to race bait, and then he's rewarded with rigged RBA championships. LeBron James is a sellout. Enes Kanter is right. No other player wants to go play with LeBron James. Not only because he's a dictator, but because LeBron James is a quitter.